Hey guys, 1998 528i, 200,000 miles. Recently having some overheating issues. About a month ago, it started slow, progressed to the point of a water pump failure, and we went ahead and replaced that yesterday, the water pump, along with a new T-stat housing and thermostat. As you can see in there, that's all new housing for the thermostat, and I did get a new cap for the expansion tank. I also went ahead and got new spark plugs. As I've had the car for 2 years, I've never changed the spark plugs, so I went ahead and did that. Now, we were both working on the car yesterday, me and a friend, and he was working on the thermostat and I was doing the spark plugs. Now, it's my understanding that on the inline 6 here that the cylinders are going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 being closest to the windshield. Recently I've had a AutoZone before. I've had 2 codes on the car, and 2 days ago I had the codes read at AutoZone. I was getting a cylinder 3 misfire, and when I went to do the plugs yesterday, in the second cylinder, as I was removing the coil, I noticed there was a pool of oil in the bottom of the cylinder, and obviously that concerned me, so I left that plug in there temporarily, and I went ahead and just changed 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we button everything back up. We get back to my house. We did the work on the car about 2 miles from where I live, and I get back here and turn the car off, and about an hour later I go to start it, and it makes a horrible noise. Sounds like it's coming internally from the engine. The car did not start. I immediately just turned the key right to the off position because it sounded so bad. But upon some suggestions on a BMW forum, I went ahead and rechecked to make sure none of the spark plugs had come loose. So I took the engine cover off this morning, checked all the spark plugs. They were all seated correctly. And just for the fun of it, I went to turn the key on, and the car started. Now, oh, I forgot to mention, when I had the cover off this morning, I did go ahead and change the plug for number 2. I took the oiled up plug out of there and replaced it with a new one. I cleaned as much oil as I could have out of there, but I buttoned everything back up and the car started. Then I was getting a lot of white smoke coming out of the tailpipe. I'm assuming that's from the oil in the second cylinder going down into the engine. That's where that smoke would be coming from. If anyone wants to correct me on that, I assume that that's what was going on. But anyway, I shut the car off, came back out to start it up again about a half an hour later, and it's making that bad noise again. And I'm going to go ahead and put the video camera down, or actually this is my phone, so I apologize for the low quality, but let's go ahead and see what happens when I turn the key right now. I'll put the phone down and try to give you guys a view. Now that doesn't sound good. I really don't know what to say about that. Is that my starter going bad? I'll go ahead and do it one more time. I don't want to turn the car too many times doing this, but I mean, it did start, and then it goes back to not starting, and then it goes back to starting. I mean, the car has started 2 or 3 times since presenting this problem, so I don't think the problem lies internally necessarily with the mechanics of the engine. I'm thinking possibly something to do with like a starter issue. It just seems such a coincidence that everything could be related at once, but I guess when you overheat a car, it could fail anything. I'll go ahead and put the phone down, and I'll give you one more shot of me trying to start the car here. Hold on. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. That sounds so horrible. If anyone has any suggestions on what that noise is and why my car's not starting or why it starts intermittently, because like I just said, it just did start half an hour ago, and 45 minutes before it started half an hour ago, I was having this problem. So it's definitely intermittent. I just want to know if that horrible sound could possibly be a starter failing. Thank you, and please comment. Let me know what's going on. Thanks.